Right now, after a fire badly damages a recycling and waste center in Columbia County, what the employees there say likely caused the fire.
Also, a community comes together in the face of tragedy after a student was hit and killed by a truck last week. How you can support the family.
And later, a horrific crash in Milwaukee claims the lives of 5 people, including a 1-year-old. You're watching News 3 Now at 6. A garbage transfer station south of Portage suffered heavy damage Sunday from a fire.
The likely cause is thought to be a lithium-ion battery, which is commonly found in phones, laptops, and other electronics. News 3 Now's Kyle Pozorski has more on what can be done to avoid these incidents.
While the 3-story building at the Solid Waste and Recycling Center is still standing, however, they say people need to stop throwing away devices with the batteries to avoid more incidents like this. It's business as usual on Monday at the Columbia County Solid Waste and Recycling Center.
These things do cause fire.
That's despite a fire heavily damaging one of their garbage transfer buildings on Sunday.
They should not go in the garbage. They should not go in the recycling.
Greg Kaminsky, who works as the county solid waste director, tells me the likely cause of the fire was an exploded lithium-ion battery crushed by their equipment.
A lot of issues right now with the lithium-ion batteries. Causing fires not only in transfer stations but in recycling facilities.
Kaminsky says in the past, smaller fires have happened in Columbia County, but none causing this much damage.
We had a situation last October in our recycling facility where we had a small fire, but we caught it early enough before it caused any damage.
Columbia County does offer a drop-off program for the batteries.
We take them here for no charge.
However, they're often thrown away in garbage bins, creating dangerous situations. With Sunday's fire not being the first or likely last time this will happen, Kaminsky says he believes people need to be informed to prevent further fires, saying this is an example of what can happen if the batteries are not disposed of properly.
A lot of it's an education thing, just getting people to understand that these can cause fires and that they need to be recycled.
He went on to tell me that the transfer station does not seem to be a complete loss, but it's hard to tell. If in the coming days, they hope to determine if they can continue using the charred building going forward.
And let's check the first warn forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
Beautiful day out here, Charlotte. Lots of sunshine and temperatures that were right around 70 degrees. Doesn't get much better than that. So take a look at visible cloud track. We've had lots of sunshine across the state. Just some high-level clouds over the southwestern portion of the state. Thicker clouds are to our south and west across parts of Minnesota and Iowa. Up to the north, some wildfire smoke making it into far northern portions of Minnesota and Wisconsin. Those from wildfires in southern portions of Canada. Doppler track, though, shows just a few light showers over southern portions of Iowa. Those showers have really started to fall apart as they push toward Wisconsin because the air is still pretty dry. High temperatures today in the 60s closer to Lake Michigan, but west of Madison, temperatures are mainly in the 70s. Madison made it just up to 69 so far. We'll have to see if we did hit the 70-degree mark, but you can see current temperatures. We're still at 69 in Madison, 71 degrees in Lone Rock, and 73 degrees in La Crosse, across Dane County, 70 in Deerfield, 70 in Oregon, and 70 degrees in Belleville. Look for skies to be partly cloudy this evening. Temperatures will drop off to about 58 degrees by late evening. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that includes a couple of warm days, a couple of cooler days, and a little bit of rain. I'll tell you when that'll occur.
To Reedsburg now, where the community is rallying behind the family of a student who was hit and killed by a truck while waiting to board a school bus.
That crash happened Friday morning on Highway 2333 near Northwoods Drive in the town of Excelsior. Our Catherine Merck joins us now live in Reedsburg with an update. Catherine?
Eric and Charlotte, throughout the city of Reedsburg, it's not hard to find some kind of symbol related to Evelyn Gurney. We've seen people wearing blue and different businesses in the area putting up her number in the window. Take a look at some of the sites that we saw throughout the city today. One business owner I spoke with said Evelyn Gurney used to come into his coffee shop often and film TikToks with her friends. He told me that he's seeing many businesses and people moved by what happened. He said even though it's heartbreaking, the community's reaction is what he hopes gives the family comfort during this time.
Reedsburg definitely have that sense of support between each other, and yeah, I saw what everybody's doing around, so it's just the less that we can do to show a little bit of maybe support and maybe make the family a little bit better, less worse, let's say.
Besides just showing support, some groups are also raising funds to financially support Evelyn Gurney's family in this time. That full story is on our website at channel3000.com. The Sauk County Sheriff's Office has not released any information so far today about the age of the person who hit the student on Friday. Reporting live in Reedsburg, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
Catherine, thank you. A GoFundMe page has been set up for Evelyn's family by her friends. In just more than 4 days, more than $78,000 has been raised. That's well over the $1,000 goal that was originally set. If you'd like to donate, you can look for this story at channel3000.com. In Milwaukee, police say 5 people, including a 1-year-old girl, were killed in a crash late last night. It happened just before midnight in the 6,000 block of West Fond du Lac Avenue. According to a report, the driver of a Kia Sedona traveling 80 miles per hour ran a red light, hitting a Dodge Journey. There were either 6 or 7 people inside that Kia at the time. 4 of them died at the scene. A 32-year-old Milwaukee man was pronounced dead this morning. The driver of the Dodge Journey, a 32-year-old woman, was taken into custody on suspicion of operating while intoxicated. Charges are pending.
To an update now on a domestic violence incident in Madison on Friday. Police say charges are not being referred to the DA's office. Law enforcement were sent to the area of Webb Avenue and Darbo Drive for a weapons offense call. A man was found with multiple stab wounds and is expected to survive. A gun that had been fired was found inside the apartment. Police arrested a person of interest, but they have since been released. The case remains active. The U.S. Postal Service is beefing up mail security amid a rise in theft. Already this year, 300 letter carriers have been robbed on the job, and there have been more than 25,000 incidents of theft from receptacles. That's why USPS is installing 12,000 high-security blue collection boxes all around the country. It's also replacing 49,000 antiquated locks with electronic ones. Some have already been installed in high-traffic areas. In addition, USPS is updating the process of change of address request to prevent identity theft.
Wisconsin's presidential elections are no stranger to the national spotlight. And last night's episode of the HBO hit show Succession, which centers on the Roy family and their global media and entertainment conglomerate, brought it back into the national spotlight with a fictional presidential election taking center stage. As thousands of votes are destroyed in a Milwaukee firebombing, the show's characters grapple with whether or not to call Wisconsin's race for one candidate or the other, upending the entire race itself. Dane County Clerk Scott McDonald said the scenario isn't completely far-fetched.
Generally, what would happen then is that if those ballots are truly not recoverable, typically one of the candidates would file a challenge in court.
McDonald added that while Wisconsin does not have any laws on the books for dealing with catastrophic incidents that destroy ballots, each county is responsible for making sure ballots and election equipment is safe and accounted for as votes are being tallied. There are 2 episodes left in Succession's 4th season, which will be its last.
We have a traffic alert for those living in Sauk County. The DOT says work is set to begin next week on a stretch of State Highway 58. The highway will be resurfaced between State Highway 33 in Laval and the area just north of Sarah Lane in Mauston. Work will begin on May 22nd and is set to be completed by late July. The highway will remain open to traffic while work is underway, but drivers should expect to see workers directing traffic using flags. Access to properties along the highway will be maintained throughout the project. An annual tradition is returning to Fort McCoy this weekend. The base will open its doors to the public for its free Armed Forces Day open house. Attendees will have a chance to see the History Center, World War II era buildings, Equipment Park, and Veterans Memorial Plaza. There are also planned bus tours, a chance to get personalized ID tags, and an appearance by a Wisconsin National Guard helicopter. Adults should bring a photo ID and proof of insurance.
Next month is National Dairy Month, and what better way to celebrate than with Wisconsin dairy cows? Cows on the Concourse is June 3rd. The event brings cows and calves to downtown Madison to give the community a chance to learn about the state's dairy heritage. There will also be grilled cheese sandwiches, a dairy scavenger hunt, and a chance to meet with farmers to learn how dairy products are made. You can look for this story at channel3000.com for more information. And a Poynette native will be the next Alice in Dairyland. Ashley Hagenow will be the 76th Alice after earning the title this weekend in Walworth County. A senior at the University of Minnesota, Hagenow will be a full-time ambassador for the agriculture industry in Wisconsin, traveling and educating the public about the importance of the industry. Dentistry. She'll begin her term as Alice on July 5th. Coming up, a DeForest family looks to honor one of their own with an annual blood drive.
Plus, with May being Trauma Awareness Month, UW Health looks at which types of trauma they see the most of, and that answer may surprise you.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there is now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
As summer approaches, is your house ready? Over 7 out of 10 homes are poorly insulated. Is yours? Here are some of the signs. Is your house too cold in the winter? Is it too hot in the summer? Does your furnace and AC run almost non-stop? Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Are your energy bills too high? You don't need a new home. You need better insulation.
And right now, during Home Improvement Month, our labor is free, but that ends May 31st.
USA Insulation.
Steinhaffel's Memorial Day preview event is on now. Find amazing bonus buys like a Beauty Rest Queen mattress, just $449. This sofa now $699. Queen bed only $10.99. Or this dining room table for $10.89. Plus, with Steinhaffel's special 72-month financing, your new room just got even more affordable. It's the Memorial Day preview event, only at Steinhaffel's and Steinhaffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhaffel's.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
New research from UW Health shows the most common form of trauma seen at hospitals is from falling. Thousands of patients are treated for fall-related injuries every year. Most impact people 65 and older and take place inside the home, but falls can be prevented.
Make sure there's not stuff you can trip over. That includes rugs that may be curling up at the edges or throw rugs that are not really well secured to the floor. That can actually be the thing that slips.
It's also important to be mindful of medications, footwear, or changes in vision. Keep floors dry and clutter-free. And if you're feeling unsteady, talk with your doctor to discuss physical therapy or exercise options that can help boost your balance.
For a second year, the American Red Cross will host a blood drive honoring a DeForest woman. Betty McMillan was able to spend an extra year with family because of blood donors. Now her family wants to pay it forward and ensure more people get the same chance. This year's blood drive will be held May 20th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It'll be at the DeForest Community and Senior Center, which is located at 505 North Main Street. The Sun Prairie Storm swim team will be sponsoring the blood drive and expects to collect around 45 donations. More to come on News 3 Now at 6.
Including a mom celebrating her first Mother's Day and the incredible journey it took for her to get there.
And after a rainy Mother's Day, what does Mother Nature have in store for us during the work week? Gary with his complete forecast when we come back.
Flex Steel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our Flex Steel authorized sale, going on now at Waunakee Furniture, ETC.
I've never been afraid to express myself, to create a life I love. I worried cancer could steal my spark and become my identity. But UW Health designed custom treatments just for me. And now, my legacy, it's still in the making. Because standard, well, that's never been my style. UW Health, remarkable.
Did you leave the lights on?
No.
What the?
I'll go check it out.
I'm not a raccoon whisperer, but I can help you upgrade all this.
With free installation on Feldco windows, siding, doors, and roofing, plus no money down and no interest for 1 year. There's never been a better time to upgrade your home.
This offer ends soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco. You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont it. You want the night lights, the bright lights, I'll put you in the spotlight light. Yeah. You want style, well now I'll show you where you gotta be. Tell you what you gotta see. Oh, it's gonna make you smile. You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont.
Summertime fun is in full swing in Rosemont. From grand slams to hot jams. To Rosemont it your way, start at rosemont.com.
Rosemont.
Camp for less at Camping World in DeForest. We have hundreds of RVs to choose from with quality pre-owned RVs starting at $99.99 and new RVs starting at just $134 a month. Plus, every RV purchase comes with a Good Sam Elite membership and access to our nationwide service network. We guarantee you'll get the best deal or give you $1,000. Stock up on everything you need for the RV and campsite with our huge selection of RV accessories. Looking to sell your RV? We pay the most. Click, call, or come in to Camping World in DeForest today.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized sale, going on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. Well, yesterday, of course, was a time to thank mothers everywhere. In Cambridge, one new mom is celebrating her first Mother's Day, one that she has been dreaming of forever.
And as our Braden Ross finds, it's a celebration she has more than earned.
Oh, hi. Hey. She's a happy baby, but she has a cranky face. and I love that about her.
Susan Sigenthaler's first Mother's Day has been a long time coming.
Kyle and I always wanted to be parents.
For years, Susan and her husband Kyle struggled with fertility.
We had 3 miscarriages. Felt like it was never going to happen. We've been trying for 6 years.
But on the 4th try, things started looking up.
And once we passed that 12-week mark, that's when we started to get really excited.
The first 5 months went smoothly with just a few symptoms that seemed normal.
I couldn't fit my feet in my shoes, which I've heard a lot of mothers say. And I was really out of breath. But again, you know, you're getting bigger. But the cough is what told me to go to urgent care. And I was told it's pregnancy symptoms.
But still, something felt off. So at 7.5 months pregnant, Susan went to the emergency room.
When she said heart failure, I didn't know what that meant. If it meant that I was sick or if it meant that I was dying.
That night, she was admitted to the hospital.
The word transplant came up a lot, but it was always worst case scenario. So from day one, they said, worst case scenario, transplant, but you should be out of here by Saturday. And at that point, I thought, I have to stay in here a whole week.
They scheduled a C-section and hoped Susan's heart would recover on its own after the birth.
The thought that that something really bad could happen crossed my mind, but not as much as you would think it would, because I mostly just thought, you know, I have to be there for her, and I can't leave Kyle alone with this little baby.
But after weeks of waiting for improvement, doctors told Susan that worst-case scenario would be coming true.
They decided to put me on the transplant list.
11 days later, she was in surgery. And 8 weeks after she was first admitted, Susan was finally discharged from the hospital with a brand new baby and a new heart.
The 3 of us finally got our moment where we come home together and walk into our house together, and it was the best feeling in the world.
Now, after a long journey, Susan is happy and healthy, celebrating her first Mother's Day with 4-month-old baby Stevie the best way she knows how.
A full night's sleep. So that's what I asked for, and pancakes.
For News 3 Now, I'm Braden Ross.
It's a little dreary out there on Mother's Day, but we're warming up to start the work week, and here's Gary with your complete forecast.
You bet. In fact, we've got a beautiful picture for our umbrella contest tonight. This one's sent in by Michelle McGuire, and I love these pictures that are taken right at sunset. This is on the farm, and you can see how the clouds at different layers of the atmosphere allow the sunlight to come on through, and you can see how it illuminates even an airline contrail there. So beautiful picture. Send us your pictures, and whichever ones we select for the 6 p.m. newscast and also in the morning with Kelly Slifka, we will send you one of our First Warn weather umbrellas. So you can send your pictures to firstwarn@WISC-TV.com, or better yet, use the First Warn weather app, and you can send your pictures right through that to us and enter the contest. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Should be pretty good picture weather for tomorrow. Lots of sunshine. It'll be mild, too, with high temperatures perhaps close to 80. Thursday will also be mild with highs in the mid-70s, but in between Wednesday and then again Friday, temperatures a little bit cooler. Mid-60s for Wednesday, around 70 for Friday. There'll be some shower chances, just a slight chance tomorrow, late tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. The better chances for rain, though, will be Thursday night into Friday, but not a big chance. And then dry weather expected this weekend and most of next week, with comfortable temperatures this weekend and then a warm-up as we head toward the latter half of next week. Doppler track tonight, you can see just a few light showers across parts of southern Iowa. That's the nearest rain of any consequence. And you can see even with the shower chances tomorrow and then again Thursday night into Friday, you add that all together, and this is through early Saturday morning, calling for maybe 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain through most of southern Wisconsin. A few places might get a little bit more than that and a heavier thunderstorm, but the precipitation will be more spotty. You can see on weather track the jet stream kind of pushing to the north. That's allowing milder air to start building northward through much of the country, although this weather system bringing some showers and lots of clouds to the south, and that's actually cooling temperatures down. Also a stubborn low pressure system in the Pacific Northwest bringing showers there, but much of the rest of the country is actually pretty dry, which is good news for areas that have been experiencing flooding. The Mississippi River now free of flood warnings, at least for the Wisconsin portion. Farther to the south, though, flood warnings remain in effect for parts of Iowa and Illinois along the Mississippi. But weather track right now, lots of sunshine through most of the state, clouds to our south and to our west. Again, those light showers across parts of southern Iowa, but the air coming in from the northwest right now, pretty dry, so that will keep the rain at bay for the time being. Future track, you can see partly cloudy skies for tonight and lots of sunshine for tomorrow, although notice that wind shift to the northeast. Temperatures will get up close to 80, and then as that cold front comes through, that's where we could see a stray shower or thunderstorm. But then as that wind shift comes in, those temperatures drop off, and by early on Thursday morning will be in the lower 40s, but those temperatures will warm right back up into the middle 70s on Thursday. Planning your night across Dane County, low 51 in Verona, 50 in Brooklyn, 51 degrees in Stoughton with partly cloudy skies across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 49 for the low in Janesville, 52 in Monroe, and 47 degrees the overnight low in Lone Rock. For tomorrow, high 79 degrees, partly sunny skies, just a slight chance for a late afternoon or evening shower or thunderstorm, probably less than 20% most areas. First Warn 7 to 10 day forecast. Again, we drop to mid-60s on Wednesday, back to the mid-70s on Thursday, around 70 on Friday. Some showers on Friday, but notice the weekend dry with high temperatures around 70, and then we warm up to around 80 by the middle of next week. The next chance for thunderstorms probably holding off until Thursday night and Friday of next week.
And coming up in sports, this year's U.S. Senior Open will be played in Wisconsin. Why Jerry Kelly thinks home field advantage will be in play later in June. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Shopko Optical welcomes more insurance plans than ever. Call to book an exam and verify coverage.
Fry Construction is celebrating 28 years with a big anniversary sale. Join us to save 28%. That's right, 28%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Act now for 28% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your free consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
This month, all CoreTech water-resistant flooring is on sale at Surgenian's. We offer the largest CoreTech selection in Madison. Take advantage of unprecedented sale pricing with 12-month financing. Local, sustainable Surgenian's.
Celebrate Memorial Day at Brothers Maine, where unbeatable appliance deals come with expert advice. Enjoy special prices and free delivery on top brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid. Visit us today and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting more than just a technician. You're getting someone who pays attention to your needs and the little things that make a big difference. It takes a dealer you can rely on. And to keep your family cool this summer,
let me show you how this works.
It takes Bryant.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
In Madison, contact Heating and Cooling Incorporated to maximize your comfort and energy savings whatever the season.
Time to claim independence from winter and get outside for the first festival of the season, Sitten to Mai in Stoughton. It's a weekend full of festival favorites like cream puffs, corn on the cob, and cotton candy. It's the first festival of the season, Sitten to Mai in Stoughton.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Schedule your comprehensive eye exam at shopko.com or bring in your outside prescription.
Tomorrow, we get a look inside Madison College's new state-of-the-art extended reality center. Plus, send us your weather photo, and you could win a First Warn weather umbrella.
And we will be tracking a cold front coming in tomorrow evening. Join us in the morning between 4:30 and 7.
What a weekend of golf it was for our Wisconsin guys. Steve Stricker won the first major on the Champions Tour, claiming his second straight Regions Tradition title, while Jerry Kelly finished in fourth. Up next on the major schedule is the Senior PGA Championship, but the one that everybody around here has circled, the U.S. Senior Open. That's going to be held at Century World in Stevens Point later in June, and it's a tournament title Kelly's looking to take home for the first time in his career.
My number one goal coming into this year is you know, to win the big majors. So I mean, I'd put the U.S. Open on top of that list, the Senior Open and the PGA. But those are the really big events. Yeah, U.S. Senior Open is, and especially at Wisconsin, yeah, it doesn't get any better.
It's been a record-breaking season for Beloit College baseball, and the Bucks are just getting started. After winning their conference tournament over the weekend, they automatically qualified for the NCAA tourney. The berth is the program's third trip to the D3 regionals, and here's the moment the team saw their name pop up during the selection show. Beloit is going to take on Denison University on Friday. For the 23rd time in school history, Whitewater softball punched their ticket to the NCAA championships. The Warhawks earned an at-large bid to the dance and will host their regional bracket. Whitewater will open up play with Spalding University on Thursday. A pair of Badgers were named finalists for this year's IIHF Female Player of the Year Award. KK Harvey, who led the 2023 Women's World Championship in scoring with 14 points, and Hillary Knight, who was the tournament leader in goals. Knight is the WWC's top goal scorer of all time with 61 goals and is the only player to reach the century mark in career points. The winner will be announced on June 1st. And tonight, Joe Pavelski and the Stars look to punch their ticket to the Western Conference Finals. Just have to get past the Kraken. In 6 games against Seattle, the former Badger has scored 8 goals. Puck drops in the winner-take-all Game 7 in around 30 minutes. Chances are that man will score tonight.
He'll be right in front of the goal, and nobody will do anything about it. Let's go to Gary. Final check.
Hazy sunshine out there. There's a live view from the WISC-TV Skycam looking out toward the west. Platteville Queen Bee Radio Skycam. Just some cirrus clouds on the southwestern horizon. Otherwise, current temperatures 69 Madison, a little warmer to the west, a little cooler to the east, and be a comfortable evening.
And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.